a certain period of time for them to make money off of it. But
Mhm.
like I said, the point though is you need to have not already have finished whatever you're patenting. You want to patent the thing prior to when you get it working. And second, it needs to be something entirely novel. Because otherwise you're basically saying like, oh, people who are already doing XYZ, because they didn't patent the idea, they're now infringing on these patents. I think the very fact that a lot of these patents have come out after the fact, after Pal World, it basically makes them unenforceable. Now, granted, I'm no lawyer. I don't know how this is going to pan out. And part of the difficulty is that this isn't all happening in America. I think that Nintendo has been spamming cases like in different countries, haven't they? Like I'm pretty sure they brought the Power World devs to court in Japan, but they're also trying to do it in the States at the same time.
Mhm.
So it could be the case that they lose in the States but win in Japan.
I
If
think
that
this is
happens,
more
then
for the States,
frankly,
but
I
not
don't
really.
see like for people who live in Japan, that's kind of gonna suck if they like Pile World. But really, Nintendo wants to win in the States because if
Yeah.
you win a case in the States, then that has precedence basically everywhere else.
Or why do you have lines going down your stream or your screen?
With Derpy, yeah. I don't even have the stream up. I don't know what's going on. Did you even announce it? I'm playing
No, he
something else right
didn't.
now.
He's just doing it on YouTube.
Yeah, just random people showing up. I have no idea what Endless Guy is. Speaking of Pokemon, though,
As a text look?
I got to me and my friends for our watch parties that we do every weekend. We finally made it to Advanced Generations, episode 146. Also known as episode 420 on Bulbapedia. For the whole show, whole series of Pokemon. That's when they swapped the voice actors.
Mm.
Just out of nowhere, with no warning, all the voice actors for all the characters change. We started listening to the episode, and I'm thinking like, my friend goes, "Oh, Ash sounds different." I say, "They all sound different." I thought it was like one of those. Like I think they've had things where I don't know. Think what am I trying to think of? Avatar: The Last Airbender, when they're in the Fire Nation and they have that play.
Oh yeah,
The Fire Nation puts on the play that's a retelling of the story so far. Like, I mean, the characters look different, but they also obviously sounded different. I thought it was something kind of like that, where it's like, oh, here's like a weird thing where it's actually other people voicing the characters for some plot point in the episode. No, the voices are all just different. So I pulled up the Bulbapedia page for all the voice actors, and I look at it, and I'm like, oh, the voice actor. This is the episode they change, and they're changed for the rest of the show. And the one guy goes, "You mean the rest of the season?" I say, "No, for the whole rest of the show, from season 9 up until season 24 or whatever it goes to. It's the same voice actors from then on out." And he's like, "What? I thought that didn't happen until we got to Sinnoh." I'm like, "I thought the same thing." But no, it's just randomly in the middle of Hoenn, all the voice actors change.
I don't know. Some shows they'll just do that. Other shows I think they'll try and like make an episode like lean into it, but not often. So it's very jarring because that happens to me too in some of the games I play, especially if they're games that have been around for like 10 years or more. They'll have voice actor changes and it'll just be
Mhm.
randomly in the middle of the story. You'd be like, wait, that's not that character.
Yeah.
What's a good like long-standing series?
Yeah, I have the stream open. I can keep an eye on the chat. But
I do too.
But yeah, the thing is, like, the voices don't even sound the same. It's like May kind of sounds similar, um, and then Jesse and James aren't super far off, I feel, but Ash sounds way different, Max sounds way different, Brock sounds way different. Um,
Mhm.
even Cacnea sounded different. I'm like, oh, come on, they're changing the Pokemon voice actors too? Pikachu, of course, sounds the same.
Mm.
Can't change Pikachu, but you can change Ash? What in the world? And somebody pulled up an article. It was like the Pokemon voice actor controversy. They changed all the voice actors because the new ones were cheaper. I'm like, oh, biggest media franchise in the world, bar none. Oh yeah, we needed to change our voice actors to be a little cheaper. Come on, bro.
I don't want
Now,
to know where the
granted, they
world
weren't
of.
as big back then, but still, they were big.
I was gonna say I don't want to know where the world of voice acting is gonna be going because I feel like
I
with
was
the whole.
thinking though, I
I
was
don't
like,
know.
just give it time. Somebody's going to take all. There's plenty of voice clips. I mean, like I said, 420 episodes before they changed the voice actors. There's plenty of voice clips with clean audio to train an AI, one of those voice generator AIs, to
Yeah,
replace every character in the later episodes of Pokemon with the original voices or original sounding rather. But
I
Nintendo will
mean
of
like
course not like this, but they won't be able to stop it.
um. I'm just thinking like popular like shows when we were younger, like friggin' SpongeBob. Like I mean, actors pass away, so like when that kind of stuff
Hmm.
happens, it's still very jarring though. Like you can tell.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. We just finished King of the Hill season 14,
Hmm.
and they had to recast some people because the original voice actors had already died. So,
Yeah.
like, Dale sounds very different. Although we were like, oh, it's fine that Dale sounds different because it just sounds like he smokes. And I mean, he smoked a lot in the original 13 seasons. So now his voice just sounds more raspy. So it's like, there's like an in-universe explanation for why he sounds different. There was someone else who sounded different though that I'm trying to figure out. That we were
Playing
like,
the
oh no, I
jingle,
don't like the.
jingle.
Oh, it was Con. Con
Oh.
sounds way different, and I imagine it's. I haven't actually looked into that case. I imagine it's a similar case though, where the original voice actor died or just otherwise isn't available anymore. But it's like you couldn't have at least tried to sound closer to the original.
Mm.
Um, and sometimes it's not even just a matter of the way the voice sounds, but it's also the diction, the way the character speaks. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So I like going back to the Pokemon thing. I think Jesse and James, the voice actors, you can definitely tell they're different, but at least the diction sounds similar enough where it's like, okay, whatever. But
I was gonna say I hope they probably didn't change Boomhauer's. Dang old man, we didn't change no
nah,
damn
Boomhauer
Boomhauer
sounds
voice
the same.
man, man.
Yeah,
We go downtown, man. Change my name, man.
Boomhauer is still Boomhauer. Um, Hank is still Hank. Peggy's still Peggy. Uh,
I thought there's
Bill
like
is
a new
still
season of
Bill.
that actually. No, that's interesting. A sequel, I should say.
Joseph sounds different, but that's whatever. It's not like super different, but you can imagine like, oh, he's older now. Although
Yeah.
Bill, Bobby sounds the exact same. Connie sounds the exact same. So it's like, okay,
I don't know you. I
that's my
can't do the
purse.
voice.
Let me think of something else. Anything else to discuss? Um,
Hmm.
Andor season 2. Thoughts? Did you finish that?
I'm assuming so. Like, I watched it when it came out. Unless there's like a new season I don't know about.
Oh no, no, I'm talking about
Um.
the season that came. That this has been done over a while now, but I don't know if we discussed it
Okay.
very
Yeah, I've seen
much.
it. Um. I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was better than the previous seasons. It was kind of like more of like a humane kind of. It was more like specifically about the people and their relationships, and less so about like the grander conflict. I feel. There was like the whole revolt, right? In what was it called? Which was the
The
main
gore,
yeah,
Gorman.
with the mining planet,
Mhm.
which was like the main climax of the series. Um, I thought it was all right, but it's definitely kind of like a bit toned down compared to the previous seasons, considering it was all about Death Star and stuff like that. So,
Hmm.
what did you think about it?
I thought it was pretty good. Um,
Oh, you know what? My favorite thing from it. This is gonna be a huge Star Wars nerd because I liked Legends content before that became non-canon.
yeah.
Um, the TIE fighter that they used for the first half, or I guess it was kind of present most of it, is actually a TIE fighter from Legends. It's called the TIE Avenger.
Hmm.
Except it's funny because in the show they like beefed it up like way too much. Like it's got way too
Yeah.
many weapons now. It was pretty cool to see it though. See a Legends design come to the screen, so that was cool.
Yeah, when we were watching that, we were like, "Oh, is that the TIE Defender? Is that the one that
Oh,
Thrawn had?" I was like, "No, it doesn't look the same." And I pulled it up. I'm like, it has a completely different article on Wikipedia. It
yeah,
has to be a different TIE.
yeah. Supposedly even it's like a TIE Defender's fighter bomber, right? But still one of the most powerful things in either canons or the Legends. But
Hmm.
Avenger was like the top fighter that they would ever design, and it's funny because they gave it back then it had like a bunch of lasers and stuff and missiles, but not only that, they gave it freaking Gatling laser cannons and
Like that massive photon torpedo thing.
yeah,
Some
and
whatever
then a
energy
bunch more
weapon just tore
missiles.
through the hangar.
Yeah, they gave it like a freaking like turbo laser or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny because I was like, hey, that's a TIE Avenger. Why does a TIE Avenger have a freaking Corvette armored on it? But yeah, I thought it was really cool that they were like kind of reaching into that sort of territory. 'Cause it was very clearly an Avenger nod.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I did like kind of like the feel of things though. It was like less grandiose, but it was more interpersonal. Like I was saying, there was more like the deaths and stuff. I guess I won't say them explicitly, but I had a lot of weight to them. They always do. It's Andor. Andor's really good. Like overall, it's always good.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see because I've been seeing that they want to make a movie for in between the originals and actually the new Disney ones, which everyone knows I'm not a huge fan of. They're actually going to try and make a movie in between those, and I'm curious how they're going to do it.
I have not heard of this.
Let me see if I can. New Star
I
Wars
remember
movie.
looking up what Star Wars media was still out there or was in the works. No, there's a Death Maul thing in the works. Um,
Maybe it's.
or Darth
Hmm,
Maul rather. Death Maul. um,
let me try and find it.
what
I
else
was
was
watching a
there?
video of it the other day.
Oh, they're working on a Mandalorian movie. Is that what you were thinking?
Do you have a name?
It's called The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Maybe it's that. I just know that. Oh yeah, okay. I was watching this video. I think it's going to be that one. It's where apparently they're going to feature Ryan Gosling. And
Okay, it's awesome already.
um I watched a video of it and it's some a creator thinks that they're pulling the character from one of the actual legacy novels. So one of the older like Legends content.
Hmm.
And the video was saying how they really hope they don't because it wasn't a very good novel. It was kind of like a edgy one. But
Oh.
I'm just I'm just curious. Like the characters do look similar, like the way they have Ryan dressed up, and like in the character in question is Cade Skywalker.
Hmm.
So down the line of Skywalkers, except he was mostly known for in those comics and or novels. I forget which one it is. he was just kind of edgy, like an edgy Luke,
Edgy.
and I'm not talking like Kyle Katarn, or not Kyle Katarn. That's another his character. I'm not talking God, what's his name? What's Han's son's name? The new quote Darth Vader.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, Kylo Ren. It's okay. It was still Kylo. Yeah, not that edgy, but it's still kind of like kind of comic edgy. And I was just kind of curious how they were going to do this timeline in between, if that's what the character's supposed to represent, because he looks like the character, he looks like Cade in the pictures we see him. I'm just curious if they're going to adapt it that way.
Hmm.
Oh, I just saw now. Warp said no spoilers, please. Spoilers. There's a TIE fighter. I don't think I
Spoilers
said
for
anything
yeah. I
else.
don't think we really talked about Andor spoilers, so you're
Yeah.
good. Oh, we spoiled a tie that shows up in the first episode.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everything we said about it was the first episode.
Practically, yeah.
Oh, another cool thing with that ship, because I just thought it was a cool addition. They gave it a different sound for the engine. Um, that was kind of neat too.
They had a sound in the Legends books.
Well, I mean, that content's like also in like mods and other Star Wars like older games and like expansions and stuff. So
Yeah.
usually what they just reuse the regular tie scream. And I was kind of like waiting for like the startup and everything of it being a tie, and it's like, oh no, that doesn't really sound like a tie. That sounds like a tie mixed with like a rocket ship or something like that, like a speeder. It was cool. I was hoping there would have been more space battles, but I guess it's gonna be next season or next movie.
There was what's funny is there was one point where I was like, "Oh, is this the episode where this guy dies?" I won't say who it was. Um, it's Andor, so someone's gonna die, you know. But I was like,
Yeah.
"This is the episode where this guy dies." My friend goes, "He dies?" I'm like, "Didn't we talk about this during season one? There was a point during season one where some character was talking, and we're like, oh, he's totally gonna die before the end of this series is over."
I gotta look back and try and see who you're talking about.
I have to be careful with my words because we got somebody over here who hasn't seen a thing.
I won't say anything.
There was a few points though where have you ever seen? I feel like I've talked about this before. I have not been able to find this ever since I first saw it, but somewhere out there there is a compilation. Actually, there's a video that goes over what's the what's the overarching theme of Star Wars. What exactly is the Force? I know the channel it's from, but the video's not there. I think it got deleted. But inside this video, this guy has a compilation of scenes from across all of Star Wars that it's scenes where characters are told to let go. You know, Yoda says, "Let go of your anger, let go of your hatred," and Obi-Wan says, "Go. You know, let me go. Go on. Don't try and avenge me here." And there's also scenes from Clone Wars where you can see like similar ideas of letting go, and that's basically the overarching idea is this theme of letting go of things. And I just have not been able to find it ever since I first saw it. But there's definitely parts in Andor where people have that let go moment.
Yeah. I think it's less let go and more like um it's inevitable kind of thing.
Hmm.
Like it focuses less on you need to let go and more like it's going to happen, you need to accept it. So I mean, I guess
I
it's still
think
like
it
it, mm,
it because usually it focuses on characters who are they're tied to something and that they would be better off if they weren't tied to that
oh
thing.
yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about now.
so for example with the I also watched the Tales of the Underworld recently. I know that came out some time ago now, but I only just recently saw it,
I haven't seen it.
and that has an arc with Asajj Ventress and an arc with Cad Bane,
Mhm.
and it still has that theme of let go because what's his, how am I forgetting his name? The guy who does all the Clone Wars stuff. Filoni understands that theme, and
Mhm.
Cad Bane's whole arc in that um trilogy of episodes is he can't let go. He doesn't let go, and it leads him to his life of crime and to basically the. I mean, eventually he dies, because
Yeah.
although Book of Boba Fett sucks. In any case, his arc is he doesn't let go, where Asajj's arc is letting go of Quinlan Voss. So it's the same theme of letting go, but you have one character who does and one character who doesn't. I've seen Boba Fett. It's fine. No, it's bad. I think it's bad. I don't
I
like
haven't
it.
seen it. I don't. I just haven't watched it. I haven't. Okay, this would be weird. I haven't watched that or Mandalorian. I've seen enough of Mandalorian, but I haven't watched it
Hmm.
actually.
I think Mandalorian's overrated too.
I
I
think
can
that's probably
definitely
why I'm
see.
not watching it.
Yeah, I can. Season 1 isn't the worst. I thought season 2 was pretty good, and then it's Book of Boba Fett after season 2. Um, Book of Boba Fett was and then season 3 was kind of whatever. Um, Part of it is they should have just they get rid of Grogu at the end of season 2, and then he just comes back at the start of season 3. It's like, come on, dude. What was the whole point
Um,
of that then?
Scenes I've seen from Boba Fett actually look really good. Or sorry, not Boba Fett. Sorry, the Mandalorian. I was gonna
Hmm.
say, in comparison, Boba Fett, I was just seeing just really kind of not very good
Mm.
choreography and like fight scenes and stuff. So that's I just really turned away from it. I'm just
Yeah.
too spoiled from Andor and Rogue
Oh
One.
yeah.
They're just way too good.
Yeah. There was. I think there was a point during Andor
And
when
Rebels.
again the whole let go theme. There was every time something like super obvious comes up that ties into that theme. Like I'm screaming at the screen, let go, because it's the whole point of this the theme of Star Wars, basically the whole franchise.
Mhm.
And after we finished season 2, I was like, come on, you can't tell me this. Like, there's people who are like, oh, Andor isn't Star Wars because there's no lightsabers and Force stuff. It's like it has all the same themes though. It's the same universe. It has the same themes.
Mhm.
It is Star Wars. Star Wars is not just flashy lightsabers and Force wielders.
Those are the
Like,
same
yes, that's a big
people.
part of it, but there's more to the universe than just that. And if that's all you're interested in, then I will refrain from insulting you. But there are some insults I have in mind.
Okay, that just reminded me of like a tangent real quick. The whole Kate Skywalker story bit was where they might be making a movie between that and the ninth one or whatever it is now. Um, you're saying, oh, that's not Star Wars without the lightsabers and stuff. Well, the time of that comic, again, if that's what that character's going to be inspired by, was around the time in Legends where it got a bit goofy again, and the Sith Empire rose up. So there was a bunch of people with red lightsabers now, and the Jedi are around again. So there's a bunch of Jedi now, and there's a whole like second Jedi purge. So
Mhm.
it's just like it's Order 66 except on crack, kind of. And
Yeah.
that's probably the Star Wars people are looking for. And it's like that's like super major important events maybe in Star Wars, and it's always like, oh yeah, Unga Bunga, Force, lightsaber, Destiny, end of the world. But that's not the entirety of Star Wars. That's like its cover value, I suppose. That's like what you think when you think Star Wars, but that's not the
Flanderization of Star
yeah.
Wars. Have you seen George Lucas's critique of the Disney Star Wars movies?
Uh, I haven't, but I feel like I've seen comments on it.
His
Doesn't
main he's of course, very choice with his words. But
yeah.
his main critique is that it didn't add anything to the story of Star Wars. Because it's
Mhm.
basically just a retread of You know, episode 7 is basically just episode 4. Episode 8 is basically just episode 5. Episode 9, it's not exactly like episode 6, but it's very similar in some respects. You know,
Mhm.
it basically just repeated the story. That the prequel trilogy is not like that at all. Each of the episodes of the prequel trilogy is like there's of course similar beats, but there's only similar beats insofar as that's how you tell an overarching story over the course of a trilogy, you know? But like there's entire plot points of the sequel trilogy that are just basically just the exact same as original trilogy. So, but the reason Disney did that is because at the time the prequel trilogy was not really liked at all on the internet, to my understanding. There was a lot of prequel hate, and Disney was like,
Yeah.
"Well, if people hate the prequels, then I mean, there were people who were celebrating when Disney bought Star Wars because they were like, "Oh, now Disney can bring Star Wars back to what it's supposed to be," you know. And Disney heard that and was like, "Okay, we're just going to make new movies that are basically the same as the originals." But then they just don't add anything. It's just the just the
Yeah.
facade of Star Wars. It's just the window dressing.
Mhm. Yeah.
It doesn't
And
actually have any understanding of the Star Wars mythos, you know?
to be fair, there were times where George was saying how like the original three movies were very much that. It was a very kind of like simple, what did he call it? Like a space drama or something like that.
Space opera. Yeah.
Space opera, yes. And he said it was kind of goofy like that, and that's why it's been like that. And the prequels are
Mhm.
like they move a little bit away from that. They add more of that kind of like depth to it. Um, but then Disney goes back to that again. And I did remember, I think he said somewhere in a comment that Disney's just another take on where the story is going and like how it could continue, stuff like that. He didn't seem like against it, but he's probably being choice in his words again, like you said.
Yeah.
But
You don't cross the mouse.
It's kind of something similar to what he said for Legends content, for all those extra books and stuff that was people were like considering canon before. He was saying that he had Star Wars like the franchise open up, and those are just all different tellings of what the world
Mhm.
beyond could have been, or stuff like that. Like it just eventually became a sort of kind of like conglomerate of accepted Star Wars content, but it was in of its core just other people's ways of telling the story beyond. And I think he said something similar to that for Disney, but yeah. Hello, Road Warp is streaming, writing the changelog, and me and Derpy are rambling about whatever Star Wars right now.
Yeah.
The yeah, we're just kind of chilling. Yes, the voice chat is being live streamed.
Yeah. Something else I started watching recently was Teen Titans from '03.
Oh yeah,
It's been good so far.
it's one of my favorite shows growing up.
Mhm. We will be done probably late January, early February of next year at the rate we're watching.
Hmm.
And then
Too bad it gets like cut off.
also moving on to ReZero, starting life at another world.
He's not ready. Season one of that is such a yeah adventure. We don't talk about the sequel to Teen Titans. It says, I'm gonna say this wrong. Sachiho? Sachiho?
Vanny
Sachiho.
Hala, the second name is easier to say.
Yeah,
Also
Sachiho is
known as
in the
Vanny.
chat.
You are now Vanny.
All right, Vanny in the chat. Our resident pirate content worker as of late.
Yeah. So the one guy I'm watching this stuff with, he had never seen the original Teen Titans. He had seen Teen Titans 2 though, or seen Teen Titans Go though. So he was like, "Wow, all the voices sound the same." I'm like, "Yeah, they're all the same voice actors." They took this masterpiece and they were like, "Okay, now make it stupid." And then yesterday he was like, or I mentioned how we'd be done in February, and he's like, "What? Isn't there like a lot more to Teen Titans than that?" I was like, "I
Unfortunately.
mean, there's other DC cartoons that have the Teen
Yeah.
Titans in them, but this is its own continuity." And
I
I was
don't
like,
know.
let's not unravel that can of worms that is the cartoon continuity of DC."
I actually haven't seen. I'm not really a DC Marvel watcher, so
Mhm.
I haven't really seen any of like the Batman or just any of that.
Oh,
But
you're missing out. The Batman stuff is really good. I've
I've
heard
seen.
good things about Justice League, but I there's just so much of that stuff. I don't know how much I want to get into it. I like I'll watch Batman, Batman Beyond, what's a Batman in the animated series, and probably that's it. I don't want to dive into everything. Maybe we'll throw Spider-Man in there from Marvel, but Batman the animated series and Batman Beyond, those are good. Yeah, not sure. I guess while we're on this topic, any any recommendations? Because
Shows to watch.
yeah, I will admit we have a very long list of stuff to get to, so it might take years to get to something. But because we're
Um.
watching 4 episodes, um, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 12 episodes a week.
hmm,
2 of those are Pokemon, and that's going to take us forever to get through. And then the other two, one of them is one show, one of them is the other show that people pick. Um, so it's Pokemon Teen Titans and ReZero. We haven't started ReZero yet because we finished King of the Hill last night, but ReZero is tonight. Um, what do you
what do
think
you think
about
about
D-Rex? What?
T-Rex? Is that what I think it is?
I know Generator Rex.
Yeah, that's. I thought you were talking about that. I don't think that's what you're talking about. Is
We
this
try
that
to have
T-Rex joke that you're talking about when we were doing the campfire chat when we were talking about Spinosaurus versus T-Rex?
just a D's not stroke. Yeah,
As for show recommendations,
just gonna close this game. Let me pull up the hard drive here.
I can't really recommend shows just because I've since being a kid I've never been a TV watcher.
Wow.
Um, but some of my friends have got me back into TV watching, and the two shows that I've watched recently, I finished House. I would thoroughly recommend that. It is very entertaining.
Yeah.
Um,
You
and
finished all of House. Isn't there a lot of that?
there's 8 seasons of that, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Um, yeah, we watched at least 4 episodes a day. But
177 episodes.
it's pretty good.
That's a
Um,
lot of episodes per season.
yeah, it goes by fast, like you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
that and I guess one of my friend's favorite shows growing up was Supernatural, and I was like, I'm kind of hesitant on that because it's not really, it's kind of more like the younger kind of ooh vampires and werewolves kind of thing. I thought it was that, but it gets a lot more deeper than that than I thought, and I was like, oh, this is all right. And we're watching that right now. It's got a lot of
Mm.
seasons though, so I doubt we'll finish that in some time. I also on my bucket list is to watch Game of Thrones, despite what I know about the ending season. But yeah,
You gotta
I'm just
just
trying to
stop
catch
at the
up in like
proper
the
point.
trying to catch up in the big titles right now.
Mm.
Stranger
I'm
Things
not
maybe
a
fair.
I'm not a big live action guy. None of these
Yeah, and that's
shows
what
we
I'm
can talk
saying.
about.
Yeah, these are all like, oh yeah, live
Did you catch
action.
the latest episode of Game of Thrones? No, I didn't.
Next time, Dragon Ball
Water
Z.
cooler talk over here.
Modified a T-Rex, but for some reason the genus named and left the species name the same.
Okay, let me.
Oh.
Okay, I've pulled up the list of stuff that I have.
Oh, you're talking.
Um,
Okay, he's talking about the Jurassic World movie, the new one. I
oh,
kind of wish they would stop making more Jurassic
Jurassic.
movies. I stopped after 3, and every time I was seeing some of these new ones, there's one good one. I think one of them was decent. I didn't watch it, but I know there's like it was everywhere on the internet.
Bro, they have like
But
10 movies at this point.
yeah, I didn't know that. I thought there was like 5. I didn't know there was almost 10 now, and so this just
Let me
doesn't
look it
sound
up.
very good.
Give me the whole franchise. How many movies are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Well, I've seen 1, 2, 3, and maybe another one.
So the originals.
Yes, exactly. We need more mutant kaiju monsters.
Yo, classic Star Wars situation over here. We need more mutant kaiju monsters. We need more Pacific Rim. It sucks
Yeah,
that they
right.
only ever made one Pacific Rim movie.
Yeah,
Am I
right.
right?
I was actually just about to talk about Pacific Rim because he said kaiju, and I was like, man, I love that first movie that they made. Too bad they didn't make a sequel.
Yeah, too bad they never made a sequel, dude. That's crazy. You'd think like it's such easy money if you just made a sequel. Am I right?
Yeah. Me and my friends, that's actually something we did watch like a year ago or so. We did watch 2 and 3. They're meh. Like, I'm not gonna say they're bad, but they're not like in the same category as the first movie.
Mhm.
Jurassic Park prequel trilogy. What? We just have Jurassic Park in the Jurassic era? Like go back in time? That's what
Yeah.
it's gonna be. If you wish for that, that's what's going to happen. You're gonna get what you wanted. It's not gonna be what you wanted. It's gonna be some time travel shit that goes back into like it turns it into Sharknado kind of movie where they go back in time.
Somehow
And
Jurassic Park returned.
yeah.
All right. So let me read through what I have on the these are the things I have that we either have watched or will be watching. Cowboy Bebop,
Watch
a
it. That
certain
is so good.
yep, that we still have to. A certain magical index. I started that a while ago, but I never finished it. And then I have the second season here. Um, this one I can't pronounce. What is this? Is this a certain magical or certain scientific railgun? Oh, that's further down.
Those are both in like the same
And
thing.
then, oh, that's a
I never
certain
really got
magical
into
index
those
movie. Some
ones.
of these are in Japanese, so it's like I never changed the folder name. Akira, the movie, we watched
Yes,
that.
always. Okay, good.
Um, Neon Genesis
Classic.
Evangelion, we watched through that already.
I don't watch that. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no reference to
um,
that in Endless Sky at all.
yeah, most of those dinosaurs are from the Cretaceous. One of them isn't even a dinosaur; it's a stem mammal. You're telling me Jurassic Park doesn't actually have dinosaurs from the Jurassic period? Um, okay, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Need to watch that.
Did you see that there's a
Um,
season 2 coming up?
I did hear about that, and
Yeah.
people are
Watch it
speculating it
before
might be a
then.
prequel because I guess one of the characters who
Um,
died is in the trailer.
it's obviously not gonna be a sequel, but
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna be a prequel or if it's just gonna be like a different place, maybe
Mhm.
different time with different characters.
All right. Death Note. I watched that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
all of Dragon Ball. That'll take a while to get to.
Okay. I actually have
Get
not
through.
watched all of Dragon Ball. I don't know if I will, but it's just never something that came on my radar.
uh, they're making a Rendezvous with Rama movie. This name rings a bell, but I can't
Rendezvous with
say what it
Rama
is.
is a
Science fiction
1973.
novel
I've
set in
heard. Hmm.
2130s. A cylindrical alien starship enters the solar system. Okay, yeah, I've heard of this. I think I've talked about this guy before. It's a YouTuber. Um, mm, he does all sorts of
Oh, he did Dune as well, or Dune 2 at least.
Yeah,
What I'm saying. That's
Rendezvous
pretty
with
pretty decent.
Quinn's Ideas. That's who it is. Yeah. Okay, that's where I recognize the name from. It's the book with the big tube. All right. Frieren. Have to watch Frieren.
Pretty good.
Gunsmith Cats is on the list.
I have yet to see that.
Jinro, The Wolf Brigade. Watched
I
that one
don't know
already.
what that is.
It's good. It's an older movie.
Mm. More older stuff. Kind of getting sick of the new stuff.
Konosuba is in here.
Of course, it's in there.
Your Name and
Really good.
what's this other one? Okay, again, some of these are in Japanese still, so I can't tell. I'm like scrubbing through. Is this Weathering with You? It is.
Also really good.
Weathering with You.
Those are
We
two just
watched.
like really big movies.
I don't have it on me, but I watched Suzume on a Plane. That's another one from the same director.
I've seen that. I think I've seen clips of that.
Pokemon, of course, that's in here, still being watched. ReZero, I mentioned. A bunch of stuff from Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, same.
Then outside of the anime folder, we have Kirby Right Back at Ya, Bob's Burgers, Rick and Morty,
Bob's
Smiling Friends, The
Burgers.
Boondocks, Xavier Renegade Angel.
Smiling Friends is kind of entertaining. I liked that.
Yeah. And then into the Cartoon Network folder, Adventure Time,
Okay.
of course.
Yep.
Do you remember
Classic.
Almost Naked Animals?
It,
That's a show I
I
have in
have
here.
to Google it because it's probably like a fever dream thing. I won't know until I. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that.
It
I
wasn't like
remember this.
yeah, it was that era of Cartoon Network. Uh,
Roadrunner. No.
Batman in here, Ben 10, Chowder, Class of 3000, Codename Kid Next Door. That's Kids Next Door. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Lab. This is like older era. Ed, Ed and Eddie, Froster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Hero 108, Infinity
Oh,
Train.
that's so. Hero 108 is such like a niche one. I remember that one. You're just like listing off everything from when I was a kid, so I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
are
I mean it's all on the
selecting.
list to watch.
Yeah,
All
you
on the
just.
list to since we're on YouTube. It is all on the list to legally acquire on your favorite streaming service. Vanny said, "Oh, that show? Which one?
Probably
Hero 108 or Infinity Train? Because I think I said both when you. Although, given the delay, it's
Ed
probably
and Eddie.
some.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's a classic as we're older now.
Yeah. Jackie Chan Adventures. Anyone?
Oh,
Anyone?
is Samurai Jack in there?
Samurai Jack. Yes, that's further down the
Okay.
list. This is alphabetical order. Johnny Bravo. Johnny Test. Justice League. That's in. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. Looney Tunes. I think this folder is just going to be it's just the Looney Tunes show, season 1 and 2. But I might grab other Looney Tunes stuff. My gym partner's a monkey. You know that one?
I remember that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was like I used to play online games for that when they had like
Yes.
types of those.
Yes. I wonder if I don't think I have Flashpoint on this desktop. Do I?
Mm. I play games for that, and then another one that comes to
I
mind is
do.
Cat Scratch.
Cat Scratch. Yeah, that one. Okay, let me see if I can find My Gym Partner's a Monkey on the Flashpoint library.
I think at this point, you'd be better off listing what you're not watching because you're just listing off everything I've watched as a kid.
If I type in My Gym Partner's a Monkey and it searches Chaos Tag. Monkey. Yeah, there's a bunch of Flash games on here for that. All right. Ninjago. That's been going. Is that still going?
I don't
I
think
swear I looked
so.
up like, oh, Ninjago, how many seasons of that are there? And it was still going.
I don't know. How could it ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
15 seasons.
Is the quote from it?
When did it end? Did it end at all? There's a sequel series?
I thought it was just movies now.
The series concluded in 2022. It started in
17.
2011.
Oh, I
So
didn't
it
think it
went
was that old.
for 11 years. Okay, I guess it's been a while since I checked then. Because
I
I
didn't
just
realize how.
remember, I guess it might have been 2020. I looked. I'm like, they're still making Ninjago? What? And then the sequel series, is this still going? They released new episodes in the sequel series as recently as this month. So basically, Ninjago is still going.
Oh, that
I stopped
episode's really
watching that
cool.
like season 3 for context as to how long ago that was. All the episodes are recorded on my VCR.
What's a VCR?
Yeah.
I think we
All right.
still have ours somewhere.
Over the Garden Wall.
I haven't seen
That's
that
one
actually.
I didn't catch when it was airing, but I want to
Yeah,
watch that. Regular show, of course. Samurai Jack we
good
mentioned. Robot
one. Good
Boy.
job.
I have a Scooby Doo folder, but it's empty. There's a lot of Scooby Doo to grab.
There's some really good old ones. Yeah,
Sonic Boom, the Sonic show.
the cartoon, like
Static
the.
Shock, the superhero with the static, the electric powers. Teen
Mhm.
Titans, mentioned that already. Gumball, The Land
Oh,
Before Time is in here. I remember speaking of old, I remember watching The Land of Time on the VHS tapes.
I think we may have one. I don't know. Mm, Before you go ahead, you mentioned Gumball. That also, I was thinking about that earlier when you were talking about how voice acting changed like suddenly. That show, I think, had voice actor changes and like a style changes.
He's
Um,
roboting very bad. Is that him or me? Okay, it's him. Is
the
your head in a
chorus,
bucket?
the chorus, stop stealing our kids.
It's been revealed. Sog is an AI. Get him.
The ultimate plot twist. Am I good now? Oh,
Clifford the Big Red Dog when? Okay, it's going in the list. Right next to Arthur.
all right. I think I'm good now. Oh no.
um, Total Drama Island,
That's a good one.
Tom and Jerry, Powerpuff Girls, OG, by the way. Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Okay, now we're getting to the Disney folder. I don't have as much stuff here because I was a Cartoon Network guy, Cartoon Network kid. American Dragon, Jake Long. Gargoyles, Kim Possible, Phineas and Ferb, Power Rangers, Spider-Man, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
I remember that one.
The Incredible Hulk, The Tick, X-Men, Yin Yang Yo. Now
Now
you're
you're
just
just
making up
making up stuff.
shows.
I know every single one of these, so must have been a psyop then.
Yeah.
I was Cartoon Network guy, but I grew up with two sisters, so I also watched Disney Channel.
Dan versus anyone from the Hub? Hasbro?
And versus
Transformers, we already watched all this stuff. Transformers Prime, Transformers Animated, Transformers Armada,
Armada Energon,
Cybertron,
Cybertron.
Energon. Uh,
Yeah.
where is
Beast.
Beast Wars? It's not in this folder. Where did it go?
God, I couldn't watch that. It just looks so bad.
No, dude, it's worth it. I think all of I think all of Transformers Beast Wars is actually on YouTube. I think that's probably why I
I
don't
think
have it
so
in the
too.
list here. Because I was like, oh, I don't need to download it. But I probably should.
The Tick
Um
was a show for kids. There's a lot of shows that were for kids that nowadays probably would not be for kids.
Oh, I didn't necessarily say that all these shows were for kids, but The Tick did in fact air on Nickelodeon or Disney rather. at some point. That I imagine that's why it's in this folder. Otherwise, I screwed up when I placed it. Um, but it's in the Nickelodeon folder. Rugrats All Grown Up, which is the Rugrats sequel series. Avatar: The Last Airbender, of course.
Oh god.
Back at the Barnyard, the Barnyard series. Cat Dog, Cat Scratch. You mentioned that, right?
Mm.
Chalk Zone, Danny Phantom, Drake and Josh, El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera,
I don't know. You just
Fairly
listed
Odd
off
Parents.
everything that was aired at the time. I don't know why you needed to write it.
I think what I did is I went to the Wikipedia pages for shows that aired on different TV channels. I just went through the list. I was like, okay, which shows do I remember watching and do I want to rewatch at some point? I don't think I got everything. I feel like some of these lists on Wikipedia are incomplete because I'm like, I swear there was another show that like got aired that is not in this list. But yeah, iCarly, of course.
Mm,
Invader Zim, watched that already. Jimmy Neutron, My Life as a Teenage Robot, we watched that one. That one's great.
yeah.
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Toot toot.
SpongeBob, of course. The Loud House, that's a newer one, relatively,
Yeah, I don't
compared to
watch
when I stopped watching cartoons. The Mighty Bee, that was a good one. The Penguins of Madagascar, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Wayside. Then we have Bravest Warriors, which is on YouTube. More Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I think we're distracting Warp.
Invincible. I don't know. Is he like not typed anything?
Oh no, he's tight enough.
Okay. And then King of the Hill, I mentioned watching.
Yeah.
And then we have some Charlie Brown stuff in here too. The goal though
Oh,
is to
you're not
collect
that old.
everything. Hey, it's. I wasn't born when it was around, but I saw it.
You're not old unless you have Little Bear on VHS tapes.
Oh, what's Bernstein Bears? Wasn't there a show for that?
Uh, for that, yeah.
Tom and Jerry on VHS. Let's go.
Yeah, that too.
Bernstein Bears. Give me the show. Oh, what was? Oh, now I'm really thinking of the old stuff. The Wiggles.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a hard time
um,
thinking what shows you aren't. saying at this
Teletubbies. Bob the Builder.
I think
Thomas the Tank Engine.
you're just reading stuff off a page, aren't you? There's no
No,
way you
no.
have
This
all
is
this
all
on
off
the
the
list.
top of my head, and I'm making folders for it in my my SSD. Or if there's an empty folder, I know that I eventually need to add something to it later.
Teletubbies still going? No way.
No way. I need to look this up.
If it is, it's probably getting the SpongeBob treatment.
A British kids show created by Anne Wood and Andrew Davenport for the BBC. Though the original run ended in 2001, a reboot series was greenlit in 2014. The
Davenport.
reboot ran for 120 episodes, with the last episode airing on the Nick Jr. channel on the 17th of August, 2018. The original series returned to the US on the 25th of May, 2016, when every episode was added to the Noggin streaming service, including episodes that were never aired in America before. So you're just lying. They stopped. Are they still doing Sesame Street though?
I think so. I mean, it might not be called specifically Sesame Street anymore. Let me check. Okay, it is still going.
Yeah. Fraggle Rock. My mom loved that one. That's the other thing too. My parents would like have stuff they watched as a kid that they would put on for me and my siblings.
Let's
You
see.
got 2 generations worth of content here. Anything I didn't mention?
Hmm. Anything on Tanami? Let's see. No, I think everything you said could have been on some of it. I think of like late night shows. You also got Adult Swim. We already got some from there.
I don't think I ever looked at the PBS broadcast
RC.
list. List of programs broadcast by PBS on Wikipedia.
Oh,
Nova. Oh, that was awesome. Nature. Okay, give me the cartoons though. It's a big list. Monty Python's Flying Circus. That's crazy. PBS Kids. Curious George.
Oh yeah.
Cyber Chase. Yo. Mr. Rogers'
Why does that
Neighborhood.
sound familiar?
Come on.
Cyber Chase. Oh, that. That's another like fever dream show for me.
The Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that.
You never said Flapjack for Cartoon Network.
I said Flapjack.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Got a weird show. You know, for Googling all this stuff, you probably ruined my feed. I get a bunch of like TV shows recommended to me now. I don't watch TV.
Joke's on you. I don't use Google to do my searches, so YouTube can't use those to screw up my
You
recommendations.
say Bing, I'm immediately leaving.
No. I use Brave.
Hmm.
Or DuckDuckGo, depending on what I'm looking for. I swap back and forth between the two. I only use Google if neither of those can find what I'm looking for. That's like a last resort is Google. No. Roadrunner asks, will illicit substances be involved in the watching of these children's cartoon shows? They will not. I don't even know. We're probably the weekend get together for watching TV shows probably will not include the kid shows. Unless someone's like, oh, I really want to watch Clifford the Big Red Dog. Then we'll throw it in the list into the watch order. But you're watching the entirety of Johnny Test sober? Again, it's all about when people decide what to watch next. And at the rate we watch these things at, I don't know how long it'll take to get to Johnny Test, if ever. Because we've been doing this since, goodness gracious, 2021? Every weekend almost. And we have not gotten through a whole lot. Pretty sure Derpy is over 21. Joke's on you, I don't drink. So it doesn't matter.
I can count on my hand how many times I drank. Uh,
My drink of choice is H2O, dihydrogen monoxide.
I drank for my 24th birthday. I went to a wedding with a friend, and like one or two more times besides that. That's it.
My boss was telling me, so I had to go to Florida for a few days this week because my boss was like, "Oh, well, we should all meet up in Florida for this thing we're working on. Just get together and talk." It's like, this could kind of be a Zoom meeting, but in any case, um, we're hanging out after work, and he's telling me about how he didn't drink from the age of 24 until 50, so 26 years. He was like, "Oh, I didn't drink for longer than you've been alive." I'm like, "Yeah." Uh, he's like, "Oh, but then when another one of my coworkers turned 21, they went out to go drink, and that's when he started drinking again." But that
Mm.
night, the guy who turned 21, he drank so much that he got alcohol poisoning.
Oh no.
It's like, come on, bro. Can you not control yourself over here? My boss had to bring this guy to the hospital. One of his coworkers, by the way, or one of his employees, rather, because he's the one who runs the company. But I work at a fun place. I work at a fun place. Lots of a big cast of characters. Very interesting people. Where the owner of the company is bringing employees who just turned 21 out to go drink, and they get alcohol poisoning. He's alive.
Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah. He wasn't doing too hot for a few days, but he's alive and kicking. He knows his stuff. I would assume getting dragged to the hospital by your boss because you drank too much alcohol is the sort of thing that would be fairly career limiting. It's a small company. All right, well, if we want to change the topic though from cartoons and shows, if nobody has anything else, I've been diving into Vocaloid music recently. I've posted in the stream chat on Discord the song that I have had playing on repeat um, this whole
Oh
stream,
no.
just in the background at 10% audio
That's that
volume.
cyberpunk song.
Yeah, it is. I did listen to the. I mean, I haven't watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and I
Well,
didn't
it's
play
from
the
the
game,
game
so I
too.
didn't even know. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even know that the song was from the game, um, or from the franchise, or however you want to say it. But I did listen to the original after finding this one. They're both good. I kind of prefer this one. This one's got a more like mellow feel
Yeah.
to it. 21-year-olds being stupid as usual. Yeah. Let me see what else I have in here. I think I uploaded this channel before in off topic, but this guy makes a lot of really good stuff, and he just released a new album yesterday. But it's all post rock is the
Mm.
genre. Oh, here's another. Here's one I found. This is in my recommended. Everybody wants to rule the world in classical Latin.
Latin, you say? There's a lot of Latin in this.
Gonna keep showing off my wild set of music tastes. Whoops! I had a friend in school who was really into some Vocaloid stuff and also some other really weird stuff. Like what's those memes where it's like when she says she's into all music, and it's like the most
Oh,
wild thing playing.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But that one I just posted from the midnight, one of my coworkers was showing to me the other day because we were talking about the music we like. He's like, "Oh, you like synthwave type stuff?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah. Got a lot of
Same.
synthwave in the playlist." And he showed me that. This whole, I guess it's like a band. They've been going for like a decade, it looked like, or more. But they have like various synthwavy
Mhm.
type of music.
I think that's one of my more favorite genres is that kind of stuff. Although I like more music than I hate, so I don't really have like a preferred genre.
Yeah. So you go from the classical Latin to the synthwave to the thing I just posted, which is
Crystal
very emo.
Castles. Yeah.
After having the Vocaloid stuff. And then we jump to
Bro's posting my playlists.
Ellie Minibot. What's the next? And then we have. I used to have hoop dreams until I found out there were other ways to score. From Glizzy FR. Beware of passing me the ox. Because this is the like random selection of music you'll get. And then we have this Glaive. Anyone? Glaive? That song goes hard. He just released that last month.
Hmm. There's let me see if I can find.
And then we have some classics, internet classics. DJ Satomi, some DJ Splash. Anyone remember that era?
I do. Let me make a playlist for stuff like this because I never say. This is gonna be a weird take, not take, but like existence. I actually never got into music until outside of high school, and it's weird because I grew up as a band kid. I played in band,
Mm-hmm.
but I never like actually just like listened to music. The first time I ever did was actually like late high school, and I listened to things like Avenged Sevenfold, and it wasn't until like a couple years later that I actually started like really listening to stuff. And that's probably why I don't have like any like tons of music that I hate. I just really like music.
I can find the song that started me into actually caring a lot about music. It was, and I remember the video I saw. I probably can't find the video, but I know the song. DJ Splash, Crying Soul. It was a speed build video, a Minecraft speed build video for a modern house. And this was the song that was playing for the background music. That's where it all started. I went from DJ Splash to I probably can't. I forget the name.
Oh,
I
that's
had a
definitely
Kindle
not
at the time. I had a
Oh.
Kindle, like one of the ones that was kind of like an iPad where you could also download apps and whatnot. So not like just the reading Kindle.
Mhm.
Um, and I downloaded. They had like a music library on there, and I downloaded songs from Who was it? Ah, I would have to really dig into my archives here to find it, but it was some like similar genre to DJ Splash, similar music to that.
Mm.
And it was just like a small channel on YouTube. I might even still be subbed to it, but I have way too many subscriptions for me to find out. But then from there, eventually I found the channel Anime Vibes,
Mm-hmm.
which if anyone's actually that's the whole search. I wanted the channel. Which if you saw recently, they have not been posting videos for years, but they made a community post that said, the channel is now under new management. Looking to
Oh.
add a talented AMV editor to my team. Please submit your edits to the link below. So I guess the original owners of the channel were just done and somebody bought it. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. But went to Anime Vibes. Then I went from there. From there, one of the songs the Anime Vibes uploaded was a song from Garden. I can imagine that video. That is so of the time. Yeah. But yeah, from Garden, what I started to do is I would just find, okay, and I did the same thing with YouTube channels at the time. Like for YouTube channels, who is on a live stream with who? Let me just go watch the person who was on that live stream, and then from there, who's on their live streams? I would just branch out, just going through live streams and like collaborations that people would do. Same thing with music. I would just find an artist. Okay, who are the features in their songs, or whose songs should they feature on? Okay, let me go to that person, look at their discography. Who do they feature on? And I just spread out my music taste from there. So I think Garden was the next step, and from there it just blew up. Nine Tails, Convolk. Who else? I don't want to leave anyone out, 93 Feet of Smoke. HK51. But then from there, I just started finding channels that would upload this type of music. So I mean, I already uploaded, or I already posted the link to one of the channels, or a song from one of the channels. But Bateki is one that I still get a lot of music from.
Mm.
Electronic Gems. Whenever I stream, that's where the
Oh yeah, electronic
background
drums,
music
yeah.
comes from, is Electronic Gems. Who else? I've skinnied down my subscriptions quite a bit here, but I still have a lot. Oh, I was speaking of Vocaloid earlier. Deco27, that's an old name in the Vocaloid scene.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to them, yeah.
Yeah, but he's still doing stuff.
Yeah.
One of his new songs, Monitoring, really blew up recently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's another one. Wisp X. What's the song? I hate that. Oh no, here it is. This was a classic. 7 years ago. Oh my goodness. I remember listening to this in when it just came out, and maybe it wasn't when it just came out. I definitely remember being in college, so that would be 2018,
Yeah.
2019, and I listened to this a lot.
Yeah, I'm not great at like remembering artists or titles unless it's like a big name band. I just throw stuff in like a playlist, or I'll like use. Back then, I used Pandora before Spotify existed.
Hmm.
And obviously,
Ilwag? Anyone? Ilwag? In Love with a Ghost? Ilwag puts out good stuff.
There,
No
team
uploads in
music.
3 years now, but
Actually, recently, hold on, let me see if I can.
half a mil subs.
I didn't realize how popular Gunship was. We were talking like vaporwave kind of techno. Do you know
Mhm.
Gunship? Here,
I
I'll
do
post it.
not.
Oops, that's not.
I was. Oh, this has more views than I expected.
Yeah, that's
Every
fine
so
too.
often, YouTube will just like recommend these videos with like no views, 1 view, 2 views. You know,
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
get
it is
those where
music
you.
for me.
Yeah, for me too. You get those, or you get the ones that don't have like a title, so you can't like find it necessarily.
Hmm.
You can't search it, and it
You just
finds
have to
you.
throw it into a playlist.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'll be able to find the video. There was one that I got recommended with like 10 views, and it was like a whole album from this guy, from just some random dude who uploaded his music to YouTube. It was some of the worst singing ever. but but when it started, it was like a beat that he bought or something like that, or found. So it started off as like, oh, this beat sounds really nice, and the singing came on, and it was terrible. But it was like kind of a it's so bad it's good type of deal. So I saved it and put it in my playlist. And I think I was in the car with someone once and it came on and I'm like, I'm not gonna explain this, but it's
Just
actually
let it
kind of
play.
good. Yeah, just let it play. Just listen to it, man. Trust me, trust. I need to find it. If you
Okay,
listen
one
to it
player.
yourself, you'll know what I mean. You might think it's complete trash, and I mean it is, but there's something to it, all right? There's something to it.
I want to know if it's the same guy I'm thinking of because there was obviously that was everywhere back in the day, but I remember there's like it's not rap music, is it?
No.
Okay,
Oh, are you thinking Ice Fish, Ice JJ Fish?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
said rap, I was like, okay, who is it? Who is it? Oh, Ice JJ
Like I
Fish.
don't listen to rap like at all, but there's like enough ones out there that are memed on enough.
Yeah. Vanny says YouTube has been doing that a lot as of late. Most of what I've seen has just been like stupidly obvious clickbait, with a 5 millionth person trying to get big with situation is insane. Yeah. Like I said, for me, it's almost all music, um, and like other small, like nothing really like drama baity like that,
Mhm.
or memes, just memes, shit posts.
Most of my recommendations are usually like what I'm watching or music, or sometimes it's like 2 hour long videos of like crime documentary. I don't know. Like every now and then I watch one of
Hmm.
those.
Okay, let me see if I can find it on my phone.
Or I just keep
I
it in the
think
background.
it started with a D. I have 2,500 songs in this folder, so it might take me a bit. It did not start with a D. Either that or it's in a different folder, which it might very well be. Found it. Let me see if it comes up on YouTube. This is it. 3 views, by the way.
You just
I'm
found
about
the
to double. Is it this one? Okay, yes. Okay, this one, 15 views. And I think a good number of them are me.
well, you're about to give him more view.
Yeah. And I downloaded another one with 3 views.
The Quavers.
Not the Minecraft YouTuber. And that one has 3 views. That one I also downloaded. But
Oh, comments are turned off. I was ready to see some comments.
yeah, no. Dude, there's more uploads. What?
It's not even that bad. Alright, let's see this other one.
Dude, the channel has like multiple albums. But it's one of those topic channels. I don't know how these things work,
I don't either.
but it's like not an actual channel. You can't comment on the videos. It's kind of stupid, but yeah.
Oh my god. I swear a friend has shown me something similar to this, had like a really low view count, like bad singing song. Would you go
Yeah.
to a cliff above a water body listening to this, laying down on
Yeah. This is the song I'm ending it all to.
it? That's not what I meant, but okay.
Let me see if I can some of these I'm not sharing. Um
Hmm.
Claro, let's go. Some Outer Wilds OST. And you got to throw the OST video game songs in there every so often.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm
For
not
sure.
sharing that one. That one's Big Baby Gucci. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a name. Yoshi
But
T. I've got some Yoshi T songs in here. Okay, this one. I have no idea. This is one of those ones that just randomly got recommended to me.
the cover art, I don't know why, but it reminds me of early YouTube poops. Like, what do you call those types of videos? I'm trying to remember it now. Is it like it was like with Ronald, but it was with like, I don't know, like Toho music or something like that? This song is nothing like what I'm saying. It was just a thumbnail.
Hmm.
I'm
I
surprised
think I
this only
clicked on
has
this one
32.
just for the thumbnail.
I'm surprised this only has 32K views. This is very like pop radio kind of
Hmm. Dude,
like
hold on. Let me
2000s
sort
vibe.
this. Let me just sort this playlist by views. Most popular, and then I got to scroll to the bottom of. There's almost 2,000 songs in this thing.
Hmm,
The most popular song I have in this playlist is
Imagine
Seven Rings by Ariana Grande with
Oh.
1.5 billion views. Okay. Mr. Brightside was 608 million, is in third place. Let's see what's at the very bottom. There was one time I was talking with some guys and someone was like, all right, everybody pull out your playlist on YouTube. Let's see who has the video with the lowest views in their playlist.
Hmm.
And I think I
Nice.
won.
See, I can't do that. I'd have to go through my liked videos and
I mean,
stuff.
hey, one of those had 3 views. So I think at the time the lowest I had was like 17.
Hmm. Wish you could sort your liked videos.
Yeah.
So most of my stuff's there. I have some playlists, but I was never smart enough to save stuff to playlists until like relatively recently.
Let me find. Okay, now I'm. Okay, I'm 600 videos in, and I'm now under 100K views, but I still have 1,000 to go. Just scrolling. Wait a second, these aren't in order. It went back up. What the world? Whatever, YouTube. It's at least decreasing as I go down. Okay, as I... Okay, at 1,000, the 1,000th video has 15K views. And I still have 600 more to go.
It's good. One of the songs that you sent me. One of them had 3 views on it.
Yeah. It's probably going to be one at the bottom, but I'll see what else is there. Assuming that's even in this playlist. Because I have multiple playlists. As they get too full, I just start a new playlist on YouTube. And I just move to that one.
And you start moving Spotify.
Ultimately, everything gets downloaded onto my phone anyway.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah. Okay, we're under 10K, and I still have 300 videos to go. Koi changes channel name. Okay. I don't know why, but YouTube likes to take increasingly longer to load every new page as you scroll down in a playlist. I kind of hate how you load new stuff by scrolling down. Can you just give me like proper pages? Or an option at least, because I actually do like being able to load everything and then Control F the whole playlist, because they don't have an option to search through playlists. All right, I'm under 1,000. Under 1,000 views per video. And on to the last page. The lowest view is, okay, yeah, that one I posted with 3 views. Above that, 10 views, then 15 views, the second one I posted. 24, 29, 34, 37, 44, 45, 52, 54, 54, 66, 68. A lot from the same artists. Oh, this one's good. This one has 74. And I remember playing this one on repeat.
Doom and Tom, I'm surprised you two are still here and not sleeping.
They're entertained.
I might head out soon though. Let's
All
get
right.
some dinner.
Yeah, and then that one, that's the 10 view song.
Let's see. Keep forgetting I muted the channel. Is that Coke?
So I shared my bottom 3 in terms of views on this playlist. Let me see if there's any other good ones.
I hate getting ads in Discord.
Oh, this one I remember.
This one's not even that bad. How do you find these? Just probably recommended to you, huh?
Yeah, like I said, they just randomly get recommended. I'm like, all right, let me listen. Oh, this is pretty good. This one, though, this one was different. If I remember correctly.
Oh,
Let me just
this
listen to it for a
reminds me
bit.
of another video I liked that was like really low. God, I'm gonna go crazy until I find that video now. I liked the videos, wherever it may be. I was recommended like a really low view song. I think it was only like 100 or so views. It was actually pretty good. And then I found it on Spotify, but I wasn't looking for it, so it surprised me. Let's see if I can find it.
Okay, this one. This one I found because a guy in a comment section said, "Hey, I'm an up and coming artist. I'm trying to get big. Can people check out my songs on my channel?" So I was like, "Hey, what do I have to lose?" So I listened to the songs he had on this channel. I was like, it's good enough. Throw it in the playlist. So there was that one, and then this one. I think only the first one I linked I actually threw in my playlist though, because that one I just linked is not in my playlist. But then this guy just also has random like Call of Duty gameplay and Apex Legends, Battlefield 6 open beta, one view from 1 month ago.
So, you kind of like have to try to get only 0 or 1 views, I feel like, on YouTube, because you can do a lot of different things to just get at least 5, I feel. Like tags, you can post it on Reddit or something. I don't know. I wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, I think I forget if I mentioned it with you guys or if it was someone else I was talking with. But I have a friend who he made a video, uploaded it, and it got a few views. I think it was just mainly from us, and it seemed like there was one other random person who somehow found it like right after he uploaded it. And he was like, "Wait a minute, this would be perfect for a short." So he uploaded another version that was a short, and that thing got like 1,000 or so views over the course of the next 24 hours. And he's like, "What in the world? How's this getting so many views out of nowhere?"
huh.
But it's people just like mindlessly scrolling through shorts on YouTube, and it just pops
Yeah.
up for people. Some of these I know for a fact the people who upload them have other places they upload to. Like a lot of these are they upload to SoundCloud and YouTube, or SoundCloud, Spotify, all that. So they probably have low views on YouTube just because they're not being looked up
Hmm.
on YouTube. They're being found in other places. But that
I
is a
think
good one.
I think that's
500
what
views.
happened with the song I said I found on YouTube was low, and then when I probably found it on Spotify because it had higher views there.
Hmm.
It was still in like the same kind of music taste. I gotta play this. Can't find
Oh,
the
hold on.
song.
Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yep. Some hyperpop for anyone interested. 828 views, and I've been playing this song on repeat. This is one of my. Hold on. So I have an app on my phone called. What's it called? Music OLED. And it just lets you play MP3s off of your phone on Android. And
Is that what I have?
it has a section where you can see your most played songs.
That's
This
what
one
I
has to
have.
be up there. Yeah.
I use that too.
I originally used a different one. I forget what it was. But I found out that you can't export the playlists you make. I think from Musicalite you can, right? If you wanted to, you could export your
You can,
playlists.
yeah.
You couldn't in the other thing I was using. And then something happened where it randomly wiped all of my playlists clean.
Uh,
I had nothing sorted anymore. And I was like, okay, I'm getting rid of this thing. And I asked a friend what he used, and he said Musicalite. So I've been using this for a while now, and it's been great. But okay, yeah. So I I apparently have played this song 19 times. How many recently?
mm,
This week.
17.
Uh, Actually, it doesn't look like it's on here for this week. I know I've played this one on repeat quite a bit though. My most played song has 89 plays. Let me find it on YouTube so I can link it. I hate when you grab a link and it's like massively long, all this extra nonsense at the end. I don't need this YouTube.
Yeah, gotta plug it
That's
into
my
the
most played
USB.
song as of right now. And its second place is 56 views, or it's
There's
56
no way.
plays.
Hold up. I swear if this is who I think it is on the cover.
I don't watch the anime, dude.
Oh,
It's just for the thumbnail.
I know what
I can
anime's
listen to
on
the
it though.
song.
It's one of my favorites.
Um,
It's called
why did you list it?
Kazooie.
Usually this guy lists it in the. Oh no, that's a different channel. I'm thinking of a different channel lists the anime from the video in the description. This guy didn't. But my second most played song. I'm also grabbing these from the channels that I usually grab songs from. They all love to do AMVs. It gets numbers. That's my second most played at the moment. That one was my most played for a while, and then I just played 20 on repeat. Okay, I don't know why this post. I typed the name of a song in and an artist. The first result has 3 views. The second result has 26,000 views. It's the same thumb. It's the same name of the video. So it's like, why? Why would you show me the 3-view version first? I'll post both. For anyone who wants to give the 3-view version more views. That one's my 4th most played.
Me when I know what both of those thumbnails come from.
The bottom one's obvious. I don't know about the top
Yeah,
one.
the one above it is 86.
Bottom one's Bocce, right? Bocce the Rock.
Yeah. 86 is so good. I can't find the song I was talking about. Oh, is that it? No. 27 million views. That is not it.
All right, let me keep scrolling through the bottom of my playlist, see what else there is. Some of these titles, I think some of these I just see the title and I'm like, okay, that's funny. Although I don't know, should I
Wait.
post this? It's got Hatsune Miku in a bikini for the thumbnail. It's very low quality.
Mm. Taishi's good
Song name
man.
is Wicked, says somebody. I'll post it.
I'm sure you've heard of Taishi. He's pretty good from trance.
I confronted sewer sluts groomer ass in 2022. He's a bitter attitude ridden loser. LOL. That's the name of the song.
This would be breakcore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
figured with a name like Acid.
Yeah, Acid Girl's a breakcore artist. I've got a few Acid Girl songs in here. Dude, you clocked that from a mile away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
another Acid Girl song. I didn't take my meds today, so now I'm on the run for a triple murder. You see that name pop up on the dash?
YouTube does not like me opening multiple tabs.
Crazy.
Just trying to play one song.
Who do we lose?
Good night.
Okay, some of these I definitely only grab and put in the playlist just for the name alone.
Yeah.
Lil Wet Wet, Holy War on My Wrist. What kind of name is Lil Wet Wet? This is hyperpop, isn't it? I probably don't understand a single lyric, and I was like, do I want to save this one? Yeah. this, this music video is wild. I can hardly understand a single word.
I'll watch this. Let's see. Is that Russian?
Flashing light timestamps in the description. It's most of the video. Oh, jeez.
We're still going at it? Yep.
Another Acid Girl song, and it's called Jizzcore.
Of course.
It's just from Star Wars, right? Jizz.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just talking about Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Misogi is another one on my YouTube usually. Uh, I have my own Vocaloid trash playlist. Wind down here. I'll probably hit
All right.
get some food.
Pretty rave girl funk edit.
See
Trying
how
to
his
see if
warp
there's
has
any
gotten
artist I haven't
done.
posted a video or song from that are bottom lower in this playlist. Too
Take it.
holeless.
We're not gonna have any big changes category warp. There's not really any like huge things. Again, the biggest thing being hold fires back. I would say. Yeah. 2 months, right? No, I'm just asking because last time you put it in too. There's a lot of code stuff under this update. Bugs in code. Yeah, I'll try and get a skeleton for an announcement for Saturday. As well as the meeting notes. That being said, I'll see you guys Saturday. Yeah. Unless I stream before then for some reason. Adios.
All right.
What?
See ya. Running out of steam myself. Only 2 people watching, 3 people watching now. One of them's me, that's for sure. Who's the other 2? Me, Tom, and who else? Is Warp watching his own stream? In which case, what's the point of the stream? It'll still be available later. Oh yeah, let me just speak to those in the future. Alright, well. I think I'll just hop off too. Leave you to it. Maybe put some music on for your stream, man. It's quiet. Welp. See you next week, I guess. Something like that. I don't know. It's late. Goodbye.